Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Master of Orion Quattro with me, Get Daved. We're slowly working our way to having the situation under control down yonder. Then I might try going after the Mercians because I learned nothing. We've still got space factories as the threatening fleets. I can handle them, I think. I got a good feeling. Okay, cool. I'm really glad they didn't blow that thing up. It's what I would have done. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine. We probably have the same propulsion rate as the Mercians, so we're not going to be outrunning anybody. But as soon as that Galactica arrives...
The Academy has worked tirelessly on this.
And... we don't really have... I mean, we have barren worlds, but we don't really have a lot of...
Marvelous!
oh my goodness, we don't have a lot of radiated ones, I don't think. We're still waiting on the troop transport, so I think I'll hold back. And maybe we'll try blowing up this outpost.
I am the Emperor of the Bulrathi. If you wish to keep your flea-bitten pelt on your back, you'll give my kindred a wide berth.
That was a really nice to meet you there. Very pleasant conversation we're having.
Hello, outsider.
Okay, now you're friendly.
Yes?
And he's got a moon laboratory. You can have... You know what? Take an ion drive.
We will take your coin and have you keep your distance.
Okay. Do you like me now?
Gold and sweet is honey.
Alright, Russian bear.
Yes? In this, there is understanding.
Fantastic.
Yes?
Yeah, that's a good start, I think.
Walk with the wild spirits.
You got it. We're going where the wild things are, everybody. And, you know, why not? Look at it just beaconing there. Suppose there's nothing to do but go straight in. It's pretty much just a math battle at this point. Stay right there. Oh, we failed to have the asteroid block anything, which is kind of disappointing. You can see our shield's holding up pretty nicely, though. Oh, I think we got it. Look at it burning. And they don't have the firepower to get through our shields anymore. Those look like laser blasts. I like that they have the general hit point scale a bit lower. Well, we'll go tear a few things up. Ooh. If we lock down this system, they will be in a very difficult situation. Interesting. Not super impressed with how that Colada performed, but it is quite old.
Meaningful exchange furthers understanding.
Sure. Had a commenter, longtime fan of the show, remarking about the, wow, that was fast. Some concerns over diplomacy. Balanced. And how it's pretty easy to pawn off tech and like sell it. I'm inclined to agree. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that fight. I learned. Yeah, let's do this. That's a pretty good production increase. We can also redirect production in the near future anyway. Build? Maybe I wasn't double clicking fast enough there. Either way, problem solved. Mischief managed. And we'll move the robo-miners right to the front in this situation. The starbase is complete. Good news, everyone, and we're nowhere near using all of our super points, our command points. It's nice and cheap for research points. Cheap to make as well. Be good to make sure everybody's happy here. 95% morale should be fine, actually. That place might be ready to start terraforming like crazy. Maybe I should prioritize it. I like the stuff that got queued up, though. Maybe I will construct a planet. Okay, I think I might try going back on the offensive once the Galactica is there. We'll desperately hope fighters are in the game.
This
oh my goodness.
is GNN, Galactic News Network.
A violent quake shook a Al-Kari colony,
Why is it
killing
always me?
millions and destroying several key installations.
Oh my goodness. It's ruined. Well, at least it wasn't the key one. Well, that set them back 100 years. Drossel's doing great, though. A little bit of terraforming would go a long way here. Is there anything else we should queue up? Oh, man. We're going to want the space elevator eventually. Yeah. There's a lot of things that would be nice there. Happy times with the Cylons. We should make sure we have the diplomacy locked down with them.
Welcome back, Strip. I listen intently. Of mutual accord.
Alright. Knocked it out of the park. Now, it's only one troop transport. Wish you could right-click on your own fleets as well. Like how they're all UFOs. Wow, that's a kind of big fleet. 7,392. Oh, right, we have to destroy that starbase, too. I can figure that out. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell a Master of Orion story. So basically... Should I throw one of these in there? We'll throw a couple in. Right to the front. So, I first played the game at a friend's place, and just blew my mind. And playing Master of Orion 1, I'd never heard of it before, but it was this really cool thing. It was my first 4X game as well. Oh. Well, we know what's going to happen here. Should probably have him run. You just get out. You know, there would be a great place to build a planet, actually. Yeah. Be nice if they tried to come get me. What is it, a scout? Let's go take him out. So, I'd never played a game like it, and we were playing as the Cylons. We went to war against the Clacons, and sort of the narrative that formed as we were playing the game was just like nothing I'd ever done. Like, it felt like its own little story, its own little space opera was taking place. It was really cool, and that's always kind of been the strength of the Master of Orion games, is these little sub-narratives you experience every time you play the game. Oh goodness. We nearly blew it. Seven turns for it to get there. That should be plenty of firepower, though. We might even not wait that long. So, the game totally blew my mind. I remember we were kind of struggling. Oh no. In this war against the Clacons. You know, it was just average difficulty. But it was a big deal. And we finally built a huge ship, and we called it the Invincible. And it was just death incarnate. And I mean, just to have a huge ship was such a big deal. They were so powerful. And you know, the tide of the war turned, and it was just a super cool last-ditch effort. Like, it was really neat. And so I grew up in a small town, and you couldn't get Master of Orion there, but we went into the big city, into Edmonton, home of BioWare, and you could get anything there. We went to the West Edmonton Mall, which at the time was the biggest mall on Earth. It has everything. I don't live there anymore, but that's still a really huge mall. And at the time, it had, like, mystique. Now it's an annoying place where you're just going to bump into tourists all the time, and it's really loud. And the mystique's not quite the same. But at the time, I was like, this is a place where you can find Master of Orion. It's huge, right? It's, yeah, this colossal structure spanning dozens of city blocks and has amusement parks inside it and all sorts of crazy stuff. So we indeed found a computer store, didn't have it. Checked another computer store, didn't have it. Checked another one, didn't have it. Checked another one. Found a copy of Master of Orion 2 Master of Orion for $35. I thought, oh, this is what I came for. Or I had $45. I brought all my money. But I saw they had Master of Orion 2, and I didn't even know such a thing existed. There was no real internet back then. It was just in its infancy. So you didn't really, like, find out about stuff like that. But there it was, just waiting for me. So I borrowed a 20 from one of my siblings. Got home and had Master of Orion 2, and my computer was like below the minimum recommended specs, so it was just as slow as heck to run. Like, every turn on a huge galaxy, to process one turn could take 2 minutes when I hit the turn button. And so my super minimal micromanagement strategy kind of started back then. Because that, you know, every click mattered. Might be quite some time before you get a chance to make another one. And it just blew my mind, and I would lend it to all my friends, and we had so much fun. I'm telling this because the nostalgia and the experience and the history with the game is a really big thing for me. Get ready for it.
Look, Skylord. Lord.
With this one, a lot of people, I think, are viewing an idealized version
Majestic.
of the previous game. Master Orion 2 is fantastic. It still is. Oh. I'm not quite sure we want to do that. I'm going to do this one, do those two manually, I think. Anyway, a lot of people I just think aren't quite giving this a fair scrap, because like some people are like, Mutu craps all over this one, and it's like, you can't put it on a pedestal. I have as much nostalgia as anyone else in the game, but it's mortal. Automated repair units are super good, but these things aren't designed to, you know, live long and prosper. They're here for a good time, not for a long time. It's already got neutronium. Fantastic news, everybody. Yeah, we're just going to crank up the quantity, I think. We can get 1 point defense weapon on here. It's going to have to be a mass driver, I guess. That's okay. Because, yeah, some people are like, you know, they just see star lanes and that's all they see. But it's fantastic. It's a proud successor, I think, to the Mu Legacy. And don't let it miss you by, because secretly, you know, the Master of Orion 1 I was looking for, I had got Master of Orion 2, and that turned out to be a fantastic and pleasant surprise. Well, wouldn't want to miss a similar opportunity when it lands right in your lap and is available on Steam, and anyone can get it. Don't miss out, folks. Heavy armor, less than battle pods. This has got the ARU as well, but what we need is to give it a little bit more oomph, I think. Did the fighter bays get removed? Oh well, we'll upgrade stuff. Spend an arm and a leg, and then it'll be good. And yeah, we'll just put on a ton of continuous ion pulse beams, I think. That'll be fun. The total DPS is terrible, but I don't know. I'm willing to give it a chance. Going to cost all of our money, but we need to get the effectiveness, you know, on this fleet. Actually, speaking of which, we have a lot of money. Not quite enough. Not nearly enough. Wow. That was humbling. 60% pollution. And we can't just take a cheap cop out, unfortunately. Dang it! Well, that'll take us some time. have a feeling... Oh, there's actually something weaponized there. Go blow him up. Interested to see how the civilian ships factor into this. Looks like maybe that was a bug. Something blew up already. That thing had some pretty good staying power, actually. For a frigate. And seriously, bravo to the game on finding a way to make frigates useful. Because they can't get no respect. Alright, Sakkra, I want you to acknowledge one thing. This is my war point. I bring home the bread. I don't know if planetary radiation shields should really be that high a priority, but... Alright, we can start cranking out a few ships, I think. And again, settling more planets in my systems would be a really good idea at this point, but, Astro universities are fantastically expensive, so I don't want to hold that off, and we get a really big perk once we are, you know, finally get there. I wonder if they're sending someone tough to take me out. I wonder if we can weaken their starbase just by sieging it for a really long time. I expect the answer is no. It would be nice if the answer was yes. Are they having... Is there skullduggery going on? That would be, well, actually quite convenient. Pollution's nice and under control. Yeah, that's secretly the way of getting the population up. You stay there for now. We just have to be a little bit more patient. For me, anyway. I'm going to end the video here. In the next episode, you know, I think it'll be party time. Thank you for watching.